If you want to take the lead. To you this week.
Liquid death.
Yeah, I needed water. And I fucking hate certain waters, man. And in the shop by me, it just said they were selling for 50p, and I've never tried one ever. I've seen them on a bunch of stuff. But all I had was Volvic water, man, and I don't like that. It literally just tastes like dirt. It's all minerals and shit. So I thought 50p for a can, let's see. And I thought maybe there's a little bit of like, I don't know, it's in a can. You know what I mean? Might feel a bit cheeky because you're drinking something from a can. Like something placebo
Little
going
buzz.
on there. Wherever, like, even if it's just like maybe my brain will think it's Pepsi or Coke or something because it's from a can. So it can't be water because it's from a can. But it tastes just like water. But that's what I want, to be honest. I don't want no fucking mineral shit. I like Buxton. That's it. Volvic and all that type of stuff, man. I might as well be drinking just Valium.
Yeah, man, this is a conversation like just out of the fucking slums of Africa, right, man?
But it is true though. There's a different taste in water. There's a different smell. Like water's just not water. It is, but it isn't. You know what I mean? Like you can't tell me you like all water, a bottled water.
Oh nah. Yeah, but some of them give me like a sticky throat and fucking
Smart
phlegmy.
water
like,
is down there. Smart water is a piece of shit. Fuck that drink.
I'm right with Evian.
For me, man. Evian's okay as well. I remember once, man. I don't know if you remember him. In school, we had a teacher called Mr. I mean, like Mr. O'Brien or something. He weren't there long. He was a big fat dude. He had like a balding male hair, pattern baldness, like just the egg nesting around the back of his head. I remember once I was in class and I always used to rip the labels off bottles and stuff. I remember two things. He'd come up to me and said two different things. This, bear in mind, this dude looked like Homer Simpson in real life.
Sexual frustration.
Yeah, he was like 50 years old. I was peeling it off and he went, "Oh, you know what that means, don't you? Sexually frustrated." And I was like, man, even at that age, I was like, "Oh, you shouldn't be saying that to me." And like, would you say that to a female student? Like, it was really weird. And then once I came in and I had a bottle of Evian, he went, "You know what that means, do you?" "Oh, what do you mean?" He went, "Spell it backwards." And then I went, "Naive." And he walked off like, "Hey?"
Not anymore, though.
I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, any motherfucker could just be a teacher, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like, by the way, that we just not even acknowledge what you're wearing at the moment. We just go straight into conversation.
Don't know what you're on about. What about when we used to just fucking be late to class every day, man? Because we were getting fucking milkshake and shortbreads.
Yeah.
And then we'd use it as our reasoning. Like, lads, why are you late? She's like, yo, I was getting some shortbread.
Yeah, like you meant to go, "Oh, all right, sit down."
Yeah, fair
Eventually
play.
you did, though. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like.
Yeah, like you go, "Why are you late, lads?" Just go, "Shortbread."
Sit down.
But like, the worst piss take part of that was that lesson was directly off the back of lunch.
I know. Sometimes
so we had an hour to get it.
But you know what? He was good, Mr. Harmon. No idea if you would ever hear this, whatever, but shout out to you, man. You're a great teacher, a great guy. But I think it's because I don't think we purposely took liberties thinking that we were the golden children of that lesson. But comparative to what other fucking dickhead students he had to deal with in that lesson, us turning up like 2, 3 to 5 minutes late because we got shortbread, but then proceeded to smash the work out in his lesson. You know what I mean? Like me, Ryan, and our friend Mark sat together in like a corner, and I think out of our assignments for like IT, we did like the year's work in about 3 to 6 months, didn't we? Like we just smashed it out, and then from like 6 months on, we just watched YouTube. I remember we used to just watch skateboard videos. People used to play games, and I used to watch like UFC and shit. And he'd just be like, "Oh, if a teacher comes in, just pretend you're doing work, and not you're just sitting there." Because we finished our work like 6 months early, but people didn't even start their work yet until like 3 months, 2 months left of the year, man. So like we were just the good kids. So we'd turn up late with shortbread, but at least we was doing our work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we were well done, and it probably annoyed him more because he was like, "Man, these are the ones with the most potential, and they're just fucking around."
Yeah.
But I just think, man, like at that age, especially with IT, like I don't know what the level of IT the teachers in school, but I doubt there's any kind of advanced fucking coding or programming lessons. But we probably could have learnt a lot more. But just being three 16-year-old pricks that just want to fuck around, but have got a decent knowledge there, just need to unlock it, but just can't be bothered. We could have had way more potential.
I had this conversation today, and this is almost verbatim. I was like, man, it was 13 years since I was 19. And then I got told, actually, it was also 16 years since you was 16. And I was like, I just went, that's sad, man. That's so sad. So it's been 16 years since we left high school.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
in
it was 2010, more.
so in 4 years' time, it'll have been 20 years since we was in school, man.
I
That's
think it's
disgusting.
that journey from 0 to 16 is fucking long.
It
But
is.
16 to 32 just goes pew,
Yeah, man.
gone.
It genuinely made me like, fuck, like 19, like that shouldn't be that long ago, but it really is. Because mentally, I'm still 19. I'm not a 32-year-old man in my head. I'm not a man. Like we spoke about it before. I don't do manly shit. I am is just as immature. A fart will still make me laugh. A dick joke will still get me chuckling. So I don't feel like I'm too far removed from 19. But, if I had a kid at 19, yeah, they'd be 13 now. I'd have a teenager, man. It's disgusting.
Fucking hell. Yeah, it's I saw a thing earlier that was saying think about your position in life now, and it was saying imagine in 10 years time that all of your life goals and your position and everything was the exact opposite of what you wanted, and in 10 years time, say we were 42, we were just fucking in despair about what position we were in, just thinking I wish I could just be 10 years ago. And if I had the chance now to go 10 years ago, I'd do this and this and this different. And now just pretend to yourself that that wish got granted and you're in that position now. You did get those 10 years back. It's now the time to start fucking doing shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, out of shape and everything, man. I'm 32, approaching 40. I know I need to get on my shit, man, but I don't know. You just always assume there's another day, there's another time to get on it, but that's dangerous way of thinking because at some point that window closes, man, every day that goes by. So I know I need to get more on my shit, man. Everyone does, but I do well in other areas. I can't prioritize it all, but I know I need to be. I know I need to be better at fucking shit, man.
Yeah, I have started working out and getting a bit healthier, which I'm glad about because I've been doing it for about 6 months now. Well, maybe 7, 8 months. And that time's passed, whether I started doing it or not. And I'd rather be in a position of saying, oh shit, I've been doing this for 6 months than saying, fuck, if I'd have started back then, I would have been doing it 6 months now.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, starting or not, the time's going to pass you by. So you'd rather be saying, fuck yeah, we're a year into this, not fuck, if I'd have started, I'd have been a year in now, and now I've got a year's catching up to do.
Yeah. What's annoying about me as well is that for someone that's so out of shape, I'm like in shape for my shape. Like I can still run a football and I don't get too many aches and knocks, and I've got like a decent build too. Like I've got like broad shoulders, I got like naturally big legs. Like if I just went for it, like I'd have a pretty decent physique. I think I just don't, man. It's like wasted potential. Like my calves and my quads from years of skateboarding and football, they're like toned and defined even through my fucking thickness. So like if I just went for it, man, I'd look pretty good, but I don't know. I can't. I know that in my head, but I just don't. I don't do it as much, man. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like me. I was saying in Budapest, man, like I wrote my knee off in the first day just by walking too much. But I was saying I'm like 65 kilos, man. If I was fucking 90 something or 100 kilos, I'd be fucked.
Yeah,
I
I
got
am.
nothing to carry around.
I'll like hover between 100 and 105. I don't know where I am right now, but yeah, that's where I hover, man, around there. So that is where I walk around. That to be fair. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I had no problems walking. I'm not knackered or anything. I'll get about, man. Like, there was never once I was like, yeah, let's fucking sit down, man. That, and I think I used to think about it like football a couple of years ago. Like, there'd be times where I'd play really good. I just thought, man, like my window's closing of when I can play football. Why not just be the bet, like hit my peak in it type of thing? Like I've still got some potential in there. Not that I think I'm gonna go fucking professional or anything, but just my last years when I think about when I used to play football, when I'm like 60 or whatever, at least think of it fondly. Like, oh no, I was just a fat cunt and I couldn't do anything towards the end. You know what I mean? At least I was like, oh, I was in shape and I was still pretty decent. I was just my body couldn't keep up with it anymore, or I was getting too injured for work, so I had to give it up. But yeah, I don't know. I know it's something I need to fucking work on, man.
Yeah. I'm liking getting stronger and putting a bit of shape and size on, but I still feel like I'm just the skinny guy I was before. I saw some videos, to be fair though, of maybe a year ago or something, and I was like extra skinny, and I just thought shit, because sometimes it goes up and down. Obviously, your own body image just changes, and your brain can trick you. But
Yeah.
some days I'll have a decent pump on and think like, yo, I'm looking fucking massive for me. Like I'm looking big, but and it could just be the next day, and my arms just look like straws to me in my brain, and I think fucking hell. But then Amy will say like, oh, you're starting to look bigger, man. Like you're looking good, but sometimes in the mirror I just look like meh, like I just look like a chicken. But other days it's different. It's just your brain tricking you, man.
Yeah, it's body dysmorphia, isn't it? Those days where I look at
Yeah,
myself and think, yeah, I look fine. You know what I mean? But the next day I'm like, ugh. It's just
yeah,
it's just the way you process fucking shit. But yeah, I know I need to be I definitely need to get on it more, to be fair. It don't help that I live with someone that bakes all the fucking time as well. And delicious stuff. And it's like, man, am I meant to even it's not even like the temptation, like I need sweet tooth things, although I do enjoy that stuff. It's just getting regular routine, sleeping more, which I don't help. Sleep affects everything. Getting so I eat the exact same time every day. Get regulated, man. But I'm not a regular person. I've never been able to sleep before fucking midnight, even since I was a kid. Like
yeah.
it's changed. It's when they say it's a lifestyle change, it literally is like a big lifestyle change for me to like be on it, man. Because it's so far from what I'm used to.
And I can second that point as well, because if my metabolism wasn't what it was, your missus would be getting me fucking fat.
That's what I'm
The one
saying.
them treats she's baking up, man, and I'll
Oh,
just get a little 10% of it.
mm. Yeah, and then when you go on a little fucking smoke and you're like, oh, all that's in the fridge, man. It's dangerous.
Oh man,
Dangerous, man. It is dangerous. But to be
not
fair,
costing you anything either.
I don't even like get at it either. Like I don't even like there's cookies right now. I think she said she had like five today. I had one, I think, earlier. Um, so like even knowing that there, I still don't. But even just that one, you know what I mean? That's one. That's calorie. Like I mean, let's say 300 calories that could just be avoided by the temptation, not even being in my
Yeah.
house. So
Man,
yeah,
sometimes she sends me on with 8 and I'll eat 4 in the car on the way home.
I don't know what the calories on them, but like they're never good on stuff like that, is it? Like donuts, cookies, it's never fucking worth it. Really, if you're losing weight, like when I used to go running and be on my lifting game, and I'd look, I'm like, yeah, man, I've burnt like 450 calories, and then you just get a chocolate bar or something, like, and you think, fucking hell, like that's just all that gone, all that effort's
Yeah,
just gone by this little thing. It's not even worth it. But I think that's why it's better to, even though I never do it, but I like the idea of it, working out in the morning because then it sets you out. Because then when you're going throughout the day, you don't want to undo your progress. Because if you work out later at night, which I prefer to do, it's easy to be like, I'll just burn this off later. It's easy to let yourself get away with
yeah,
it. But if you've already done it, it's like, oh, I don't want to fuck my progress. So like, I want to get on that a bit more to get in that mindset. But
yeah.
yeah,
That's definitely a trap and something to fall into. But I'm in the lucky position of ideally wanting to gain weight anyway. I'm not currently actively trying to, like I was a few months ago, but I am in a position where if a bit goes on, it's fine because I'm working out regularly enough for it to just get stored properly or turn into muscle. Obviously, it shouldn't be coming in the form of fucking brookies and shit and cakes, but
yeah.
I can afford a few extra calories because I am a metabolic fucking epiphany.
You are, to be fair. I don't think epiphany is the right word, but marvel.
Metabolic phenomenon.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, it's bugging me right now. If you're watching the video, my camera quality is a bit different, and I'm using a different camera because I had fucking technical issues before we went live for ages, which pissed me off. So if it looks
What's this
blurry and
going to
shit,
be?
or
It's like episode 24 or something.
24, yeah,
24 weeks on the wake up.
24
You know
weeks
what?
now, yeah.
it's out of season and completely off topic. But do you know where the word Halloween comes from?
Hallows Eve.
Yeah, the Hallows evening. Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's a Max has got a book and it says Halloween in it, but it's spelt with an apostrophe in between the e's. And I read that book tonight, and then when I put him in bed, I was chat GPTing why it's called that. And yeah, like a hallow is a holy person or a saint.
Yeah.
And it was Hallows evening, and then it just got shortened to Hallows Eve, and then Hallow Eve and Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah, I did know that, to be fair. I looked at it. It's one of my favourite holidays, isn't it? So, and I've watched like countless horror movies where they go about the origin of Halloween and stuff. But yeah, I didn't know that, to be fair. Uh, I looked up something even recently. Can't remember what now. That's interesting. But yeah, I looked up the etymology of a word the other day, but I can't remember what it
The
is now.
nomenclature, if you will.
What?
Nomenclature?
Yeah, I can't remember what the fuck. It was a word basically, and I was like, why do they call it that? And I looked and it's just some derivative from fucking Latin, as it always is.
Yeah.
But I'll do that fairly often where I'll say a word and I'll say, why is that the word for it? And then I'll Google it or chat GPT it or whatever. Um, but yeah, it's usually just because it's translated from something or it's just two words smushed together, really, in it when you look at the words genesis of it.
Yeah, it's like in English with fucking ye old and all that. Like ye old shop with two P's and an E on the end.
Yeah.
And it just was kind of the. But it is kind of funny to think that words like the would just have been like yeet. Let's go to your shop. You know what I mean? And then they're like, yo, let's make a real word out of this because we can't write that down.
Yeah. Yeah, it is true. I don't like any of that stuff, like that type of old English. I know people love that era and Shakespeare and stuff, but I can't. I can't be into that thing. I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't mind it. I mean, it's where the origins come from, innit? Such a fucking old country, old language.
Yeah.
You really like the theory, or I think it's true, but it's kind of theorized that Americans, because obviously America's only a couple hundred years old, and people that travel there, they say that Americans are so outgoing and energetic and shit like that because people that travelled there, like from here, England and stuff, and Irish, they were the kind of people that would take a chance and just fucking sail out to this land that we've only just discovered that we don't know anything about. So naturally, the people that live here are all moody and just closed in, but Americans are all chatty and upbeat because they were the people that were willing to take a chance. And obviously, those kind of people are the kind of people that are just outgoing and fucking energetic and stuff. That's why they say Americans are just so fucking pumped. Because they come from a line of people that were just like, yeah, fuck it, let's sail over there, man. Let's try it. Been here for 1,000 years, why not?
It would make sense. It's like evolution, in it, adaptation. I wish there was a little bit of that over in England, but I'm selective, so it would depend. Like, I wouldn't want everyone that optimistic. So there would be times when I'm like, "What the fuck are you happy about, man? Piss off," you know what I mean? But that's just like my own shit. But
But that
the,
is just coming because you come from England.
yeah, but it is though, ain't it? Because even when we was in Hungary, they were like, "Oh, you from the UK? Like, enjoy the sun and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, it's shit. It's shit. It's been grey and rainy literally every day in the UK since up to now." And he was like, "Yeah, I used to live over there, and yeah, I understand it. Like, it is. How can you be not miserable when it's dark, grey, and rainy all the time? You can't be upbeat and happy. Look what's going on outside, man. Instant depressor."
Yeah, I do agree with what you're saying, though, sometimes. I only went to America for like 4 days and I was kind of burnt out after a bit that people would just, hey, how are you? You're like, yeah, man, give me some space, brother. I've just walked into Target. Calm down.
Yeah, it is. It's selective. Like, I'd like it more in this country. Don't get me wrong. Like, even when I see stuff like in Practical Jokers, I just think when they get like the public involved now, there's something with the random hour. Like, I thought that would never work in England because no one would be up for it, or there'd be too much of like, oh fuck off, mate. Like, they have done an episode over in like a bar and stuff, but yeah, I don't think our public are friendly at all, really, are they? Everyone's miserable. No one wants to talk.
Yeah, it's like it's 1 in 10 that someone wants to chat to you, and even then you got to break them down a little bit because they just think we just think, man, what's he selling? You know what I mean? We just think, what's he gonna fucking try and pitch to me in a minute?
Oh, should we talk about what happened in Budapest
Nah,
then?
nah.
And
The fucking monk from London.
Go on, yeah, Ryan got scammed by a monk in Hungary.
Only for a quid.
£1.14.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's the icing on the cake. Also, this guy was a twat, man. And we was just walking through the high streets and he coming like, whoa, 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 lads, like, you literally popped out of fucking nowhere like a crackhead. And he just stopped us. And then he said, where you going? Where you going? Like, you stressed? And I was thinking, like, I fucking am now. You just couldn't, a monk just popped up in front of me, man. You know what I mean? That was about to be
Spawned
something
in.
for Mortal Kombat.
Spawned in out of a smoke bomb.
He might as well have, but he got like in our face, and he didn't want us to like walk on with him. He was like, "I ain't selling nothing already." My back went up. I was like, "That's a lie, man. I see this coming." I was like, "Nah," and then I just sort of backed off, and then he just gravitated towards you, man. And he was going like, "Yeah, where you lads from?" And that, and then he was like, "Yeah, I come from London. 10 years ago, I moved over here, and all this type of stuff." He was like, "Stressful. You stressed. You're stressed." And he pulled out like 2 books, and it had like John Lennon and fucking Jimi Hendrix or whatever on the back. And he was like, "This is about like, reading about this will get you to calm, be one with yourself, be accepting yourself, get rid of stress in the stressful world." He was like, "But also we take any donation possible, anything you
Feeding
can
kids
give."
as well.
Yeah, he was
Feeding
like,
starving kids.
yeah, he was like, anything you can give, goes a long way. And then he pulled out a leaflet. He was like, "We feed over this many, over 4,000 kids a year because of this. So anything you can give at all is appreciated." And then he said, "Yeah, yeah." And then he pointed at you and he said, and you went, "Yeah, yeah, I'll do a quid." And then he went, "Can you do 5?" And then you went, "No, no, no, I'll do a quid." And he was like, "Okay, whatever." And then you went, "But I got no cash though." And this is where like I was like, "Okay, this is bollocks." Because when you said he's got no cash, you went, "Yeah, yeah, cool." He had like a side satchel bag on, didn't he? He went, "Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
he
of
was
course."
like, "How are you buying stuff in the city?"
Yeah. And he said, "How you buying things?" He was like, "Oh, like buy card and stuff." And he was like, "Yeah, I understand. We do live in a cashless society. And it's just the way of the world nowadays." Meanwhile, he's slowly slipping out a card machine out his bag, man. I was like, "You cheeky fucking monkey bastard, man." And then and then he was like, "Yeah, yeah." And then you went, boop, like tap your phone, it, whatever. And he just turned to me and went, "What about you?" And I went, "Yeah," because he's done it all fucking donated quid as well. He went, "Can you do 2?" I said, "No, no, I'm doing a quid." He went, "But I need to cover the costs for the books that I just gave you." And I said, he just said, you said they're free though?" He's, "Yeah, but I need to cover the costs, like the nice books and that." And then I went, "Take the book back then, and I'll just pay the pound anyway." Like, "Fuck you." "No, no, no, keep the books, keep the books. Just give me 2 quid for the covering costs and that." And I was like, "Nah." I was like, "I don't want it at all now, mate." I was like, I ain't giving it. I was like, "Just take the book back and fuck off," essentially. And then he was like, "Yeah, I don't know why you gave him the book back as well. You've already paid. You could have just kept the book. Fuck him."
Yeah, because I did the quid, and then you get the book back, and I was like, I tried to justify it. I went, "I'll read the book though,"
Yeah, you did. You did.
and
I'll read it.
he went, "Can you just cover the cost then?" And I went, "Have it back."
Yeah, have it back. And then we walked off and we went and like sat somewhere and he was like, "Oh, let me check my bank account." And that not only was it not a quid, it was £1.14. So
A little
cheeky,
pennies,
man.
man. Got his
So
14p
so
commission.
cheeky, but fuck him, man. Fuck him, that monk.
Yeah, man, right in our faces, trying to tell us we look chill, and
Yeah,
saying
fuck
he's
him.
from London and shit. But to be fair, I don't know if it was a straight scam because like those books did look proper, and he had some form of fucking like paperwork and shit. With I know scams are like sophisticated,
Yeah,
but
for
it
sure.
seemed like a real thing. But to fucking try and get fivefold out of me when I've offered you a
From a
quid, like,
quid as well, that's a jump. Not even like for me, like a quid to 2. Like, yeah, like fuck you for asking anyway. You said anything's appreciated, so fuck you for that. But like then to just be like, "I can do a quid." He's like, "Do 5?" But
fiver.
we spoke about it before though. Is that it probably goes up to people where they crumble under that pressure and say, "Yeah, okay," just to like, because he got in our face pretty aggressively as well. And if you're like a woman as well, that might be really intimidating when you're like, "I just want to pay my fivers to like get out of this situation," type of thing. Like, he's a real cunt. I wish I would have
Yeah,
slapped him
because
around his bald head, man.
because he was calm and well spoken, but he had an intimidation to him, didn't he?
He
He was like
did.
right in your fucking
He
face,
was
man.
literally in my face, yeah. Like it annoyed me. Like he didn't want us to walk past him, man. It was like when you get stopped on Pokemon, man, when you were to have a trainer battle. Like, whoa, you can't go this way, lad. What are you doing?
Just meet him in the woods.
Yeah. It'd have been fucking hilarious though, looking back, man, if we just went like, I need to cover the give us £2, I need to cover the cost for the book, and I just went fucking bar just chucked it. Like you get it then.
Yeah, gonna get your fucking book. No,
Yeah.
you weren't getting a fiver out of me, man. My stomach was still full up on fucking £15 pancakes I just paid for. That was still stinging. You ain't getting a fiver out of me, brother.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, man. Fuck him. But I wonder how much money he makes just doing that around the city, because you know he got £1.14 out of you. It was still early in the day.
I know. A quid, man. I
We went,
just thought, like, just a quick gesture, a quid. It's better than nothing. Gets you out my face. Fuck off. Can you give a fiver? You mad bastard.
yeah, realistically, you should have been like, nah, fuck you, mate, and you walked off from there, shouldn't you, really? Like from that moment, but yeah. I
Yeah,
just went, I went, nah, man. I just basically pushed the book back on his chest. Went, nah, man, take it. Like I don't want it anymore. Like I was willing to give you a quid each. You know what I mean? Just be happy you got us to give you that.
yeah. Fuck you starving kids anyway.
Yeah, fuck them, man. I hope that I'll get fed this year. All because of
They ain't
him.
getting nothing on £1.14. They ain't eating on me.
He had a little fucking. He was bald, but had like a little tiny tuft of ponytail hair on the back of his head as well. Damn,
I
man.
don't see that.
Yeah, there you see. He weren't completely bald. He had like a little tuft, like a little black sort of ponytail.
Nah, I saw his fucking pasty face that he had some shit on his nose.
Yeah, he had like some smear on his nose. It's probably some monk stuff. He might not even be a monk. He might just pretending to be. But he looked the part, didn't he? To be fair.
Yeah, he did look monkey. He did look fucking like he ordered at least a £10 monk suit I've seen.
At least, yeah, you paid fucking one tenth of it.
Yeah. Fucking 500 florins, man.
Yeah, that was funny. That was like the first proper day we were there as well, like out and about, man. It was like, oh fucking hell. Yeah,
Rather him or the Charlie boys, though.
him. Because I know really he's not gonna do anything. But yeah, I feel like that ruined it a little bit for me, because I like to go out at night. Obviously, I like to not feel safe, but it added a seedy environment to the nightlife. You know what I mean? It was a bit like Charlie, you want marijuana, all this sort of stuff. And I was like, oh man, I just want to like enjoy myself and not have my guard up.
Yeah, because we obviously stood out as well for some reason. We just obviously could tell we were tourists or we're English lads, just young boys.
Or we just
But
look the clientele like we do fucking drugs. You know what I mean? Like maybe we just look like everyone else that he sells to for whatever reason.
yeah, so then you kind of felt like you had a bit of a target on you for.
It was. You'd go out and they'd start like fucking like calling me like a dog. Psst, hey, psst, psst, hey, from across the street. And like, there's a couple times where I thought they were like trying to offer me out for a fight. Like they got in my face and they're like coming at me like with their head down, like with their eyes up and that type of thing. I was like, fucking hell, am I gonna get swung on by this dude? It was intimidating. You couldn't just walk around and feel like you might not have to chin someone. And I don't want that feeling. That's why I don't go uptown.
Yeah, yeah, we did just want to fucking wander around and see the sights and shit, Davey, and just see the nightlife and that. But it was weird that it's just that little high street, man. There were just so many on there.
Yeah, but it's just all people going there to get pissed and that. But it was cool. I enjoy the trip. We just spoke about it before we put the mics on there. It's like a week ago today. And we're like, fuck me, like a week's gone already. Crazy how fast that went. But it was a good trip, to be fair. I did enjoy it. The drive into the different countries was fun as well. We already spoke about this on the last episode, so we don't need to get too much into it. But the last episode we did put out was a bit of a weird Frankenstein episode. So it's good to just be back doing a regular episode like this again, isn't it? To be fair.
Yeah, it has made me feel like I'd like to get out and do some vloggy type stuff or some different kind of interactions with people, maybe on the streets and guy with a mic type stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we spoke about that.
People.
Literally on our last day on the way to the airport, where I was like, oh, we should have filmed more, man. I was like, fucking hell, man. Fuck's
Didn't
sake.
you agree?
Yeah, but there was times where I would be like, yo, let's just set something up on the balcony, let's just do this. And he was like, yeah, I ain't really feeling it at the minute. We've just been doing it anyway, like we've just been out. And I was like, and then the last day, like, yeah, we should have done this more.
Yeah, I'm always the same. But I would rather enjoy it than feel like burdened to film stuff and set cameras up and shit,
Yeah,
especially for a first trip.
yeah, exactly. That's why like, the podcast was kind of only like 40 minutes long and kind of Frankenstein because we were just living it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were just out doing it. But yeah, it
We got
was
next
also
time
good to be
anyway.
back.
We
Yeah.
got next time. The next trip's booked anyway. Going to the Republic of the Congo.
Oh man, I won't go there. I'd have to have a needle to go there, and I'm a fuck getting vaccines to go to a country, man. Fuck that.
Hey, Charlie.
Yeah.
Some Charlie boys out there.
Yeah, I do think like just saying mad shit to people in public and stuff like that could have the potential to be quite funny. Because I just do that shit without cameras on for free anyway. Like I just a funny shit in public for the sake of it. So why not film me?
Yeah, it is fun. And especially if you don't give a shit as well. It makes you not give a shit if you know you're being a dick. Not like
Yeah.
horrible, but you know you're just
Bit
fucking
cheeky.
around.
Yeah, a bit cheeky. Because we're not gonna be a
Yeah.
dick, but it's just a bit like it's just a laugh at it. Like if you're in on it, you're in on it type of thing.
Yeah. Again, it could be a tough crowd doing it in England, but like Birmingham's got some funny people. It's one or the other right there. It's a laugh or it's a stab at it, so you gotta roll the dice.
Either way, it's good content.
Yeah, it gets views though.
Yeah. Yeah, we might have to just rip off the fucking Sky News article and put it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. Copyright infringement.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
but
that's me getting stabbed.
but it was good. To be fair, Jim Jeffries did that. He sold the rights to it. He got punched on stage and it went viral everywhere. But this is how he got like known. And news articles like he was over in England when he did it, he was in Manchester. News articles like the Sun, Express and Star and stuff. Wanted to publish it because it was a big story. Like a comedian goes on stage, he gets punched, and he bought it and then sold them the rights to use it, and he just became rich off it. Clever
Mad.
bastard, man. And then obviously that got him like viral. Then he started touring America, and now he lives over there, and he's just probably multi-millionaire and shit. So, but yeah, sometimes it is just capitalizing. I mean, especially in this day and age. I mean, look at the fucking hot tour girl, man. Like she just
Yeah.
said one thing on someone else's video, and now she's got like a career and her own podcast that's successful. She's on like a podcasting network. She's got millions of followers on the internet. Like she's an influencer just from saying like a 15-second clip. Like your life can just bang, and all of a sudden, for positive for like her, or for negative that someone just catches wind and people are like, I don't like that dude because of the way he said this, whatever. And then you're like cancelled and your life's ruined. So, double-edged sword type of thing. But the internet can just do that for you, man.
Yeah. And you got to think of whether you really want it to do it or not. Because that can put you in some mad positions. Like, she's probably the quickest come up, like, sudden fucking 15 minutes of fame. Just so quick overnight. And she had some fucking mad backlash. Like, her life just changed overnight. And it obviously affected her in different ways. She made a lot of money, but she also just probably could never have fucking peace again. You know what I mean? For at least 6 months. So it's a trade-off.
Yeah, the ideal life would be like winning the lottery, isn't it? Because then you get the riches without the fame. Like it would be obviously nice to be rich and famous for the obvious reasons, but it'd be effort to just every time you gotta go into like a store or a mall, you gotta like shut the place down. You can't go anywhere. Like it would be horrible. It'd be nice to just sort of be like that wealthy but anonymous, so you can just walk to anywhere and no one knows who you are. But I feel there's a fine line because I feel like there's a bit of niceness to that. Like you go out and you're like, oh man, you're into this and you're chatting. Like it'd be good to have some community, but not to the point where you're like a Tom Cruise. Like that dude can't do anything without going, like in public. You can't just be a normal person. And I don't like how I look half the time when I'm a picture taken. I don't want to just be eating like a Dunkin' Donuts or a Starbucks somewhere, whatever, and someone take a picture of me mid eating and then it's like on a paper somewhere. Like fuck that, you know what I mean? That's effort.
Yeah, I was thinking about this before because I was thinking about Elon Musk, and how he obviously just can't go anywhere. He's one of the most famous people on earth, and he can't go anywhere. I imagine anywhere public, and he's got to go over there with security most likely, and use fucking
Oh, for
decoy
sure.
cars and just But it's mental that the world to him probably feels tiny. Because if you think, like someone who's famous, let's say like Paddy Pimblett or something, he probably can't go to most places in Liverpool, and there's probably some places in like London, places like that. But I'm sure if he's just on holiday in the middle of Scotland or fucking he's in Spain or something, there's going to be a lot of areas where he can just roam around and nobody knows him.
Yeah.
But imagine being Elon Musk, man, where there's nowhere you can go. It must make the Earth feel tiny because you're just so confined.
I'll watch the Sidemen, and they'll do videos where they'll just go to random places, like random place in Germany, or they do a thing where there's different teams of them, and they'll get dropped off in different areas, like in Madeira and shit like that, in Spain, Ibiza, and they don't have like a map or anything. So they've just got to try and figure out just from like talking to the public and signs and shit where to go, where to be, and they'll just get recognized everywhere. Like they're like, man, even here, like they're surprised by it. Like kids will just start, and then eventually, like their video idea is kind of ruined because eventually they'll have to get like a minibus, and then they'll just like pan the camera around, and there's just thousands of kids just sprinting after the bus and stuff. Like they can't go anywhere around the world either. Like they just get recognized everywhere, man. The Sidemen do it. Like you see it in the videos, it's insane.
It'd be tough to have your crowd just being kids as well, because that's even harder. They're relentless. You can't just dismiss them. You don't want to be horrible to them, and they're just going to be so dedicated that they'll just fucking run after you.
Yeah.
You'd want to be the godfather of just the socially awkward nerds, man, that just fucking stare at it from around a corner or something.
I don't know, there's something weird about that as well. Who was that dude at the moment? Who's like the maybe Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. People don't go up to him and speak to him. They just like pry at him from across the food court.
Yeah, someone like Henry Cavill, Robert Downey Jr., maybe like Tom Holland, like people. Don't know, they get a lot of kids as well, though, you know what I mean? And they do a lot of things like make a wish when they go and stuff like that. So, but yeah, they're probably like king and nerds type of people, just because they're obviously huge in their Marvel franchises and stuff. But it's probably people like that.
Yeah. Stan Lee, man.
Yeah, that's true. People like Stan Lee.
Did you watch the little documentary about him like being abused and fucking taken advantage of and that?
No, I heard about it. I listened to a podcast called Tell 'em Steve Dave, and I've listened to him for literally about 15 years. It's got Q from Practical Jokers on it. It's like he was on it before even Practical Jokers fame and shit. It's a good podcast, but the other two on it were friends with Kevin Smith, who's a director. He does like Clerks and Mallrats and Dogma. He did like those films, and they did like little parts in it. But they had a TV show called Comic Book Men, and it's like a scripted reality TV show for like 7 seasons on like AMC, the same network as The Walking Dead and stuff. And they did an episode where Stanley was on it, and they talk about even then that like the way his assistants and stuff spoke to him was like brutal, man. Like that they were just basically like he was like an old tired man, and they were just dragging like, come on, Stan, like do this. And there was just times where he was like, I'm tired, like to like the crew, like them. Like, oh, you okay? You want to go sit down or something? And they were like, nah, I can't. Like, basically, like he's in trouble if he does. And I was like, oh, it's a bit manipulative.
I watched a clip of one man, and it's really fucking sad. He's just sat on this chair, and he's been doing shit for hours. And he just says, am I done soon? Like, what we got left? And this geezer just goes, you ain't done. He says, I got you all day. I'm getting my money's worth out of you. And he says, you're here for the rest of the day. And he just goes, oh, am I? Okay. It's like so sad. Like, that man's built that legacy, man. It's his own shit. Why are you taking advantage of him?
That guy is the reason for so many kids' dreams and inspiration, man. Like, because of his stories and the characters he's wrote, he's included people. He's gave kids, loners, whoever, people to look up to inspire to be, and got people to be probably good people because they want to be like, a good person like Peter Parker or whoever he might be, you know what I mean? So, and then to just treat that guy just like that, it's fucked up, but it's the way of the world, man. If people can take advantage, they will.
He did molest me though, man. I'm going to put a claim in soon.
Oh my God, I've literally I forgot all about that. He's been saying it for years, man.
Yeah,
I think it's dangerous to just joke around with stuff like that because that could catch fire, man.
just a bit of money, man. That's all I want. Like, there's, there's only a tickle. You know what I mean?
from his estate.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just the proceedings of like Ant-Man or something. You know what I mean? Just something small.
Yeah, my Ant-Man maybe is. He did create a lot of Marvel. He did co-create one, so he didn't fully create Spider-Man. He did it with a guy called Steve Ditko as well. So like he did create a lot of stuff, but Ant-Man's probably his. Um, but yeah, yeah, it is sad.
Okay, just all the royalties from the Spider-Man franchise. Then I'll just tell her.
You're gonna have to knock on Sony's door for that. Even Marvel can't get fucking that properly.
Fucking hell. I don't know. Then
Just
just
work.
these. I need to get a job. I'm looking for some dirty money, man. I ain't trying to earn it anymore.
Yeah, so is everyone else, man. You're in the fucking queue.
I just want something to fall in my lap. You know what I mean?
I just want to do nothing but be gained and rewarded loads for it.
I just want to. It's a hot take, but I just want to fucking chill and have loads of money for nothing, man.
Oh yeah, no, that is unusual. I don't think many people have that thought.
I'm unique out here, man. I'm just trying to get some fucking cash for nothing.
Oh yeah, that would be fucking nice. That would, mum.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's ever thought of that. Like, but if I can find a way to make it work, I'm gonna go for it, man.
Let me know as well, would you? That sounds alright. That does.
But yeah, I'll get you in.
Yeah,
If you got any spaces, give you give you a referral.
Yeah, I've been watching. This irks me a little bit. Let me see what you feel about this. Actually, so I didn't even know about this, but I've been watching. I think it only came out a few days ago. It's a dinosaur, 4-part dinosaur documentary on Netflix, and it's Morgan Freeman that narrates it. And
Fucking hell, he is one.
he is at this point. To be fair to him, he's an old man, but it's great. Like it's all CGI, and it's like a normal nature sort of documentary.
Oh, it's not no real clips of him.
No, it's not real clips. But this is what annoys me a little bit about it, though. So, like, it's all obviously CGI, but it's not cheap. It's really well done. So it's like a dinosaur running through like things, and it'll be like this would be the very first early version. This will become a T Rex, and you'll see like hunting for food, and you'll see it mate, and you'll see like its mating rituals and how it hunts for food and this type of stuff, and the noises it makes. And I just constantly say like, how do they know that though? And I like looked it up, and obviously a lot of it is like guessing because they can't know a lot of it. But with dinosaurs, I've loved them, since I was a kid. Loved Jurassic Park, that type of stuff. But I've always had like a weird asterisk with them because I can't fully believe what I'm seeing is what was. Like I know it can't be fully accurate. Like the T Rex might not look like it does, and I can't be in love with it because I know it's like, it might not be real. Like I know
Just that
they
best guess, ain't it?
existed, yeah, but I don't know if the Stegosaurus looked exactly how the Stegosaurus does. So when I'm seeing them and they're doing like now, he like Morgan Freeman's voice is like now he approaches the female. And this is where the ritual begins, and they start doing like a weird dance, and like, oh no, he'll show his talons and show his strength, and start like hitting the floor and shit. Look how that's made up though. They can't possibly know. That's that bugs me because I want to be into it and believe, but then I can't get my head around of like, yeah, that's probably what they did. Like it bugs me that I don't really know that that's what they did. You know what I mean? You could never know.
Yeah, down to the fossils and bone structure and stuff, we can guess what they look like. But like you say, we can't just be saying that we're doing dances and fucking mating rituals.
Didn't even know
'cause-
they existed till like 1800s until we found bones and shit. Like, what the fuck are these? Like, we didn't even know they existed till, and some of them lived for like hundreds of millions of years on this planet. So like I don't know, like I see them and I think the designs are cool, but I'm just like, how do we fully know that that's what it actually looked like? And it bugs me because I love them and the idea of them, but I can't fully commit to loving them because I don't know if it's that was about, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a weird fandom, really, ain't it? That because it is just made up. They were real, but our basis of them is just made up. But millions of people fucking love dinosaurs.
They're cool though. That documentary I do recommend it. I'm on the last episode. Been watching like one a night before we go to bed. And the CGI is amazing. Like it does look real. Like it looks like you're basically watching like almost like a cutscene, but it's really good and interesting because it'll show you like the geography of the world. So it'll show you like big volcano and I was going off and destroying the planet and stuff, and then the ice age happening, and then how the dinosaurs evolved through that, and which ones live and which ones die out and shit. Like it is interesting because it's like it's a big history lesson of the world and the earth and how it's changed over time and how the life has. Like it literally showed that flowers just randomly started blooming, and then certain dinosaurs started dying off because they weren't adapted their jaws to chew like the because herbivores started eating so much of the fucking plant life and stuff that then trees started evolving to prevent it and started being like thorny and poisonous and stuff like that. And then only certain ones could adapt to it because they had like the jaw muscles to break it down because others would have just choked or it was too painful because the jaws weren't. They just I can only eat soft fucking leaves and shit. So it shows that like when certain plants started blooming with thorns and that, beetles and things spreading pollen everywhere. So those flowers started popping up more and more, where it was just forests of those. So those dinosaurs died out because they couldn't possibly eat them anymore. It's like, oh fucking hell, like just a beetle technically made that knock-on effect. So the ones that flourish were the ones that did have adaptive jaws, and it's like they then became the top ones. And it's like it's crazy how it just goes through the chain, and you just see these things die out, man. But 99 of all living things on this earth have died. You know what I mean? There's only 1% of all living things are right now.
Yeah, and it sounds told in a short timeline like that, where you think, oh, stuff's just evolved to fucking help this other thing along, but it's happened over billions of years. Like it's been such a fucking slow journey for it to take place.
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting though. What I will say, the most terrifying things, if you was to be just drop like like the Google Maps man, you grab the yellow man and drop him onto the map. If you did that back in like the Jurassic era, man, pterodactyls would be the worst fucking things, man. Imagine when that coming after you. There was one that it showed, and it was like chasing after like these little dinosaurs and that, and it was like they said it was like the size of a giraffe, man, and it was
Oh,
disgusting looking. It was horrible, and I was like, imagine that coming after you, like.
yeah, the fucking seagulls in Cornwall have had enough.
Exactly. Exactly, man. So some of the things that I see on there, I'm like, oh, like they're literal monsters. But again, how can you fully know that that's really what it looked like? But it's still interesting, and they are cool, like dinosaurs. They're very cool.
Maybe that's why we just didn't pop up yet, because we would have just got fucked by them. Oh, what's the gap between dinosaurs and apes, man?
Well, now they've been extinct for like 65 million years, so that because I don't know how long apes have been around, but I think like humans maybe a million years evolved from whatever they were, like like Homo sapiens. So within 60 million years, I'd estimate. So that's a long time.
Yeah. Couple of ice ages and shit.
Yeah, super volcanoes, all that type of stuff.
It's mad, ain't it? Because we're just a blink of an eye compared to the general age of the fucking planet. But it feels like, oh, we're just settled now. Like that shit can't happen again because we've kind of settled in and got comfy and made it nice. But fucking any day, some shit like that could just pop off again.
True, but I think like the difference is, you see dinosaurs and you just see like earthquakes and volcanoes and shit happening. Like they don't know that's coming, but now we're monitoring all that type of stuff that we kind of know. You know what I mean? They know when the hurricane's going to hit in a couple of days and stuff like it's all monitored. So there is some stuff where they say I think there's one in Yellowstone, like a super volcano that will wipe out a lot of America if that goes off, and it goes off every 10,000 years or something, and it's near that time. It's a bit of like, oh, that could go off any minute type of thing, but yeah, for the most part, there's less surprise to that now because that shit's looked at a lot more
Yeah,
to prevent that. Um, but it will happen again. The Earth will go through like a cleanse because that's just what it does. Shit moves, shit happens.
yeah. I like to, I like seeing videos of crazy anomalies in the sky, like fucking ball lightning and just ladder lightnings and weird eclipses and shit, and just think of people in the fucking 900s just thinking it's a demon or a god just ascending down.
Yeah, imagine not knowing anything and then seeing like an F5 tornado for the first time, man. You would think that's like a devil or something.
Yeah, it was, man. That big
Uh,
fucking lightning bolt just blows a tree in half. You just think, yo,
Yeah,
something's mad with us.
yeah, it is. It is to guess that it would be something higher up above your understanding of the world. If shit just started exploding in front of you, you'd think, oh, there's some higher power that we're not aware of here. But yeah, obviously, as we know, it's just weather and stuff. But yeah, it is interesting, like the whole dinosaur thing. I do recommend that documentary. Obviously, Morgan Freeman is always a shoe in for narration in it. It's just the perfect voice for it, but it is good.
Yeah, just no good with the CGI.
That's good though. It's really good. Like it ain't like it's like watching a nature thing. Like you can tell it's CGI, but it looks really good. That it kind of you get immersed in it. Like it ain't like bad CGI. Look, it's expensive. I think Steven Spielberg co-produced it and stuff on the credits. Like it's a big thing, big project. So like the dinosaurs look really, really good. Like it ain't like you're watching. That's what I'm saying. Like you watch them and you see them hunting. It's like a real nature documentary, almost like someone's following them with a camera and you're seeing like mate and what it is, and you kind of get immersed in it. But then I get pulled out of it because I'm like, how did they know that would do that? That's the only thing that pulls me out of it. But the CGI looks so good that you do get immersed. So don't write the CGI off, man. It's good.
Do you think if the next Avengers movie came out and it was indistinguishable from real people, but you knew it was a complete AI creation, would you not be able to watch it?
It's
Even
a
if it
weird
was,
one.
even if it was bang on 100%, you couldn't tell it weren't actors.
I think if I went to the cinema and I saw a really good Avengers film, I saw a really good Avengers film or a Superman film, whatever, and it was amazing. I was like, fuck, that's everything I wanted that to be. And then as I was walking out the door, the guy there just collecting the rubbish went, by the way, that was all AI. It would leave a weird taste in my mouth, like, ah.
Yeah.
Even though it's everything I wanted it to be and everything I wanted to see in live action, and my little child in me is like squealing because that's exactly what I wanted to see when I was older, or it really come off the page and that's what I've envisioned. But just it being made by AI, I don't know why, man. It adds a little like like it ruins it a little bit, and I can't explain why, but it does.
Yeah, me neither. And I'm the same. Because you can watch YouTube videos and stuff that's talking about, I don't know, a murder case or fucking some interesting facts about cities or whatever. And you can just kind of tell by the pacing and the words and stuff that it's AI. Even if it's fairly convincing, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to listen to this. I don't know what it is. It just takes the connection out of it for you, man.
Does it's a weird thing, but maybe it's because we're a bit older in this space. I think like 10 years time when it's more normalized, your kid they won't have that distinction. You know what I mean? I think it's because you've seen the other side of it. But when 10 years time, if YouTube's still about, kids are watching that. 90% of it might be AI and faceless stuff, and that's the norm. So it won't be like ugh. It might be ugh. And then when it's a person, they might skip to video like, oh, it's a real person. Fuck that. I want the AI. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's because my example's always the Need for Speed film with Aaron Paul from a few years ago, and it was
All
oh,
practical
it was
effects, only.
yeah, it was all mentioned that it was all real, like no CGI at all.
Same
All
as
the
Mad
car
Max.
crashes, yeah, all the car crashes, everything, all the stunts are all real, and it does pull you in more. It's like it adds something to it. Just watching it, thinking, "Fuck, they actually did that. That's crazy."
Looks cool because it's real physics. It's happening. You know what I mean? Like it looks realistic because the shit's happening makes sense in your brain that oh yeah, that's what that would do. That car would flip that way.
Yeah, and even though nothing, it doesn't pull you out of a film to know that it wasn't done for real, but definitely pulls you in the film to know that it was.
Yeah, to some extent now. Like if you just sometimes it is used as a bit of a gimmick, like to get people in the seats. Like oh, this is all done with practical effects. Like oh, let's go and see what they did then. Like yeah, I'm not against also using CGI and blue screens and green screens and stuff if it looks good. If it looks too cheap and pulls you at the moment, that's a problem for me. But if it looks good and you can't really tell, because there's stuff in films I watch like a reels thing where it'll be like green screen and then what it looked like, and like even stuff like Wolf of Wall Street, just like when they're walking down the street and stuff like that. how much is CGI that you don't realize is because it's just background stuff and whatever. And you're like, oh, okay. Like I wouldn't have even thought that was CGI. That part, that car coming past, it just looked like a normal car. Like, so you can add it in there and it not be like in your face. Like it could just be subtle, which I think works.
Yeah, I never like to find that out, man. Like when they've, like you say, it's just a walking scene and they've got the main building or something, maybe a phone box or something, but then the whole background is just all green screen. It
Yeah.
annoys me a bit. It's like, oh, that was just like a shitty little set.
Yeah, it don't really bother me, but I think it's just cool to see, like behind the scenes. Like I like the idea of it. Like I think I would like to go on a movie set and see the inner workings of it. I think it's cool to just see behind the curtain a little bit. I think for me, I like to know the inner workings of it.
Yeah. I heard a rumor that the Hulk was CGI. The latest Hulk, like in the Avengers.
I don't want to talk about it, man.
What about the original Hulk, man, with the painted green geezer
Yo,
from the
shout
70s?
shout out to Lou Ferrigno, man. He's a guy. He's still kicking about. He's deaf as well in real life. He's,
Fucking hell.
he's jacked as fuck. He appears in like he had like a kind of side character in that King of Queens that I used to like. He was in that. A
Mm,
big Jack dude, but yeah, he's in like loads of stuff. I mean, might have even been in Big Bang Theory for an episode. He pops up like sort of everywhere. He does Comic Cons all the time and stuff too. He's like a loved figure, to be fair. Lou Ferrigno. He's a bodybuilder and he's
yeah, no
still
shit.
ripped to this day. Yeah, man. Shout out to him. My big brother was scared of him when we was kids. He couldn't watch it. He was actually terrified of him.
Fucking hell. But he was just painted green with like mad black hair, weren't he?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what they could do, you know what I mean? Like, what else? They couldn't do like proper Hulk back then, could they?
We
So
watched that one with the Superman, didn't we, the other day with the
yeah, it
little droid?
flies and it goes to a drawing. Yeah, that's creative. I like shit like that, man. 'Cause it's like getting around a problem. You know what I mean? Like I like it when I see in video games, like how the developers got a certain scene to happen, and when you look at it from like their perspective, it looks like she's jumping towards the camera, but when you pull out, she's like dead stretched and long and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like seeing that of how they got around the limitations of things. Like I think it's pretty cool, like how they worked around stuff.
Yeah, there's a YouTube channel that I watch all the time called Boundary Break. You've probably seen it.
Yeah,
But
I've
it,
seen like clips.
it obviously goes out with the boundaries of games and just in some games where they just store certain sprites and assets and stuff, it'll just be just outside the map, like above you, floating, waiting to be loaded in, or just where they just store stuff in games. Like in fucking San Andreas, there's a mission where you fly to fucking Vice City
Mm.
just for a fucking one mission, but that level has to be stored in the game somewhere, and it's just like fucking hundreds of miles above the main San Andreas map.
Yeah.
So when you fly there during the mission, it just puts you into that little map there. But that map's just in the sky constantly during the whole game.
Yeah, it's
funny,
cool.
man.
I like. I'm a sucker for an Easter egg. To be fair, I like that. I like if you can get out the map of a game instead of it just being like flat 2D like borders. You have to put effort into that. Like you get there, like oh shit, like why is all this here? Like this makes no sense for them to put all this in here. So, or if there's like a little thing. Like I remember on some of the Call of Duties, there's one where like maybe Black Ops 2 in the campaign, you go off like the beaten path and you get to like a cave and there's like Thor's hammer in like a cave and
Yeah.
shit. Like I like stuff like that. It's fun. I'm a sucker for an Easter egg.
An interesting little one is in Super Mario 64, where the trees and the bushes, they look like 3D when you jump into them and hang onto the tree and stuff, but it's just a flat graphic, but it's tracked to the camera, so it always follows the camera.
Yeah.
But it's just completely 2D flat, but it rotates with the camera, so you never see the edges of it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's clever. I think we should bastard thought of like, oh, we should just do it like that and that would work. You know what I mean? I think it's smart. I like to see the inner workings of it.
Yeah. Just unimaginable in today's fucking standards, though.
Yeah.
Especially with foveated rendering and stuff like that. So only the parts you're looking at are rendered in. It's hard to imagine that behind you while you're playing the game is just like black. Nothing's loaded in.
Yeah.
Or it's just a landscape but with no assets or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Talking of games, you say you have interested in playing Blackout 2, the Call of Duty Battle Royale.
Yeah, I want to jump on. We loved the first one, didn't we?
Yeah, what I will say is from playing it is it's not like the first one enough, but it's different enough from Warzone that it's enjoyable. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. I'm not a big fan of Warzone, but I was a fan of Blackout. But it's not Blackout 2 as I'd hoped. But it's okay for what it is. There's a few things that needs tweaking and adding there. Like I think it's got a good foundation to build on. It's not perfect right now, in terms of like ground loot and stuff. But they said next week's going to be a patch, and they're adding like, they're addressing their issues. Like the ground loot's a bit shit, and you upgrade your weapons by finding like upgrade stuff on the floor, and there's not really many of them. But they said they're going to up that stuff, so it's just going to get better over time. But yeah, I've had a few games. I won our first one in like our first like 5 games. To be fair, we've come second a bunch, so it's pretty fun. It's different, but I do feel the age of the battle royale is going away a little bit. To be fair, I think people are getting burnt out on it.
Yeah, it's quite cyclical, ain't it? Just drop in, find some shit, get killed. Maybe win 1 in 10.
I like that though. I like it more than the extraction shooters you spoke about before. I'm still into the old battle royale scene, but I think some people are getting a bit burnt out on it, but understandably so. There's been so many that it's always going to be saturated, man. Same as everything. Anytime anything gets big, people are just like, how can we replicate that or put our own spin on it? And then the market's fucking filled with it.
Yeah, it's the way shit goes.
Yeah.
I do still like them. I'm just waiting for GTA, man.
I was speaking because I forgot that you actually said you wanted to come on. So Mark said, like, do you think Ryan would play it? And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, he's unk now, man. He's washed.
Nah,
I don't think you've got it in you anymore, man.
for Blackout.
Just competitiveness in that regard. Like, I know you like to play Rocket League and you can compete in that and stuff, but I think, don't know, man. I think you're washed. I think you're over it at the minute, man. You're a dad
Nah,
now
fuck
and
you,
that.
man. Nah, man, the COD before this one, man, we played a good few on that, and I was raping.
Those are fighting words, but use it as to like the fire and D and prove me wrong, man. But I don't know, man. I think you're a dad now, bruv.
Nah, I can hold my own, man. I still got these thumbs on me, boy.
I don't know. But yeah, we should play some to be fair, it'd be fun. Maybe even stream some on this Twitch, whatever. It could be fun.
Yeah. Is it like standalone free, or do you need Black Ops?
You don't need Black Ops. I think it is free. You could just get it off Steam, but you have to download because Call of Duty now, man, which pisses me off. And I think, man, with games, menus in games now are fucking convoluted, long and shit. Like to get into a clan tag, to change your clan tag, you have to go into like 6 different menus, man. It should just be on the first 2 menus. But yeah, I think you need to download Call of Duty, which is like their hub, and then you install all the individual separate games. So I think you need to download Call of Duty and then Warzone within that. It's like 300 gig all in all that you need to download.
No. So Call of Duty is like a launcher now, is it?
Yeah, so you load it in, and it's like tiles, almost like Netflix, and it'll be like Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, 3, Black Ops 6, Black Ops 7, and you can like install each respective one. But it's a fucking pain in the ass. I hate that they do it that way because installing anything, it's like, yeah, you need 400 gig to install this. It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. You ain't got to buy the game, but you got to buy a fucking SSD to store it on.
Yeah. Yeah, you
I
gotta
had
buy
a
a
little
fucking data
flashback.
server.
I had a little flashback a couple of weeks ago, man, of when we used to just on Black Ops 1 just go on the leaderboards and look at the emblems.
Yeah. Yeah,
We
that
would
some of that Brian Griffin star still remember that, man. Jesus.
Man, we cried for it. Like we'd be crying at 4 a.m. just looking at emblems on the leaderboards, man.
Simplicity of it, man. That's the thing. We didn't even smoke then. That's why it was called Stone Sober back then when we used to joke about it. Because we used to just talk so pot talk and laugh at stuff that, you'd only really laugh at if you're stoned, man. But we was just so sober. And we was acting
Yeah,
like we were stoned, you know what I mean? Like we were that daft. Like we could have gone to a party where everyone there stoned and we'd fit in just
yeah,
being
yeah.
sober, you know what I mean? That's just kind of where we've always been. So, yeah, but we did, man. There's something simple about that. Like those days are gone, I feel, for like video games because they can't do that now because it'd just be all. It was then. It was just all dick stuff and racist stuff when you could create your own avatar. Like no matter what game you'd play, what game mode on it, you get killed by someone, you'd see their avatar in the little corner, it'd just be a spunking dick every time. At least one in a game, you know what I mean? Every time.
Yeah, yeah, like that's so original to just have a dick.
Why is it always a spunking dick on shops, on shutters when people spray paint it? Like when we was in Budapest, you was even like, oh man, look at that fucking big long dick someone's drawn there, like with spray paint, whenever. Like, it's always a dick, but why? But why is it so fun? I do it. Like I'll do it on like pieces of paper and that, like that around the house, or if there's a notepad, I just do a little dick on it, like it's fun. But why is it?
It don't make me laugh.
It don't make me laugh. Actually, I'll tell a lie, it depends where it is. Like, if it's a place where it shouldn't be, if it's just on a shutter of a shop, it's like, whatever. But if you just go, I don't know, say if you went into
If
a
it's on your,
church and there was one on the pew, you'd fucking laugh.
or it's on your fucking nan's cheekbone during an open casket.
Yeah, you would laugh. Yeah,
Like,
it depends where for me, there.
yeah, just the people who embalmed her just thought, fuck it, let's have a laugh with this one.
Formaldehyde. Hold on, where's that fucking Sharpie?
Just taking this one to the grave.
Also, I've noticed for the past 10 minutes, mate, you're struggling over there, aren't you?
I'm fucked.
Oh, man. I can tell your eyes are like piss holes in the snow. The minute you're off, and I've seen you swallow a few times, man. You look, you look gone.
I'm still competing, man. I'm still here.
Oh god, my camera's pissed me off in this episode. But let's wrap it up on that, man. Look at you, you're struggling.
Oh, yeah, I struggle. I'm comfy as fuck. I'm tucked in.
Oh, I'm warm now, man. Oh god, but next episode's 25. That's 25 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Next episode, I'm going to wear my cat on my head.
Okay, everyone, you get to look forward to that. So make sure you tune into the YouTube fucking channel where Ryan wears his fucking cat.
I don't know whether to try and get him to keep still or just put my head right up his fucking arse.
Next week, tune in to see what he chose.
Peace.
Peace.